Good evening, everybody. So we are taking some time to pay respect to a lot of great civil rights leaders, officials from different ages and from different point of view that made our world a world where we can talk about democracy, civil rights, and most of all, diversity, equity, and inclusion. So all those people, they already passed away, and we need to take a time in this period where we're celebrating democracy through peace, International Day of Peace, September 15, International Day of Democracy and International Day of Peace, September 21st. We are going to speak a little bit in Creole for our Creole audience. So, mes amis, dans la période Journée internationale démocratie avec Journée internationale la paix, nous voulons prendre un petit temps pour que nous capables et songer, dire merci et rappeler tout le monde qui sait que on ensemble des leaders et ils ont été fait pour que nous soyons capables de gagner une forme de démocratie, ça, pour que nous soyons capables de gagner droit civil, politique, dans le sens par un niveau par eux, de contribuer à un niveau bien l'autre pour que nous soyons capables de gagner. Et je dis à là, et ça que nous sommes capables de aller au monde qui gagne un pile côté là-dedans, qui fruit jusqu'à présent. Et il faut que nous continuions la bataille pour nous capables de gagner un monde côté que nous sommes capables de fonctionner. The first slide, so civil rights and democracy. President Jimmy Carter, Congressman Jhon Lewis, Congressman Donald Payne, Congresswoman Shirley Chisholm, Senator Tunerb Delpe is from Haiti, Alexis De Tocqueville. So if you don't know about this guy, you need to do some research. Solon, Pericles, and Cleisthenes. So we're gonna go very deep to talk about them, and you need to do your own research. We're just gonna take a little bit of time to talk about them. It's gonna be up to you to find out more because it will take probably a lifetime to talk about all of those people, about their life and what they did. All right. Civil rights in America. So there's a lot of key moments. Yes, significant events have shaped the civil rights movement, impacting American society and paving the way for progress. So, puisque nous, aux États-Unis, focus là, la plus ou moins parler de pays favoricides. Donc, et ça qui arrive dans les pays favoricides, il a affecté un peu l'autre pays. Par exemple, nous allons parler de Jimmy Carter. Jimmy Carter, son monde, le président, il permet un pile haïtien sortir dans la prison. Il permet un pile haïtien joindre liberté. Il permet un pile haïtien qui était soit aller en exil ou bien gagner la vie pour capable de commencer à différents niveaux. Donc, je vais parler de démocratie et droits aux États-Unis, les affecté un peu l'autre pays sous la terre, ça nous doit recollecter, ça fait nous obliger qu'on focus sur ce qui a passé dans le pays pas possible parce que qui tout citizen, qui tout pas citizen, ce qui a passé à lui-même, l'a pas affecté le reste monde là. Donc, il y a un moment qui est décisif dans la question des droits civils et politiques aux États-Unis, qui, même c'est grâce à ça qui est capable de et ça qui est capable de proteste, mon yo qui là, yo dégagé, yo prend la rue, yo prend la rue, pour dire ça, yo pas d'accord ou bien yo pas accepté. Ok, là, on a regardé, proteste, c'est une façon que nous toujours bataille pour que yo dans la paix, respect de l'amour, yo fait point, yo passe, yo raise awareness. Et c'est ça, ouais, en fait, le monde a fait dans le pays aujourd'hui. En seul, et bémol, c'est que les a fait protest par ici, protest qui est toujours un résultat, ok, résultat qui a cherché, et c'est à long terme, c'est a peaceful demonstration, ok, non-violent movement. legislative, mais also major laws and legal changes have advanced civil rights. Ça veut dire c'est loi avec soit congrès ou bien yo passe conseil de décision dans système judiciaire, dans ça que les suprême court là qui change en pile bagaille dans pays Baborisit, advanced civil rights, promoting justice and equality for all citizens. And there is a lot of ongoing, exactement, ça n'a pas qu'on y a, dans pile bagaille qu'a fait, soit pour aider, ou bien soit pour grimper, ça qui est l'essentiel. Oui, soit on toujours supposé continuer bataille pour ça, parce que c'est comme ça, tout le monde agit, même le web, on n'a pas dans la rue, mais gagner un cas dans le bureau, gagner un coup de fil, gagner l'argent qui va tout pour que on se bagaille avancer. Il y en a monde qui est remarquable dans la question de monde qui sortit forme de baron et puis qui montait dans le table, c'est Jhon Lewis, the freedom rider. Jhon Lewis, courage in action. Jhon Lewis, good trouble. Il y en a quote, monsieur dit, do not get lost in a sea of despair. Exactement. Donc, il faut que nous pas perdre. Ça fait les parler de sea of despair. Les que nous non l'en met, et c'est exactement ça. Les Jhon Lewis t'a privé, il fait comme si non l'en met. Côté pas de espoir. Mais il dit, malgré où on dans la mer, il ne faut pas perdre l'espoir. Be hopeful, be optimistic. Our struggle is not the struggle of a day, a week, a month, or a year. It is a struggle of a lifetime. Donc, les Jhon Lewis te dit parole ça, li pas mourir dans une période côté que il était désespéré. Moment dans année le mourir ba yo ton petit gens est difficile, mais dans moment de dit là, il était ou bien les côté le tissé, côté que li joindre parole ça pour le mettre ensemble là, c'est parce qu'il était dans l'armée de désespoir. Mais elle dit problème nous pas un problème. On joue un mois, une année, mais son problème c'est toute une vie. Donc ça qu'il a traversé dans le moment ça, spécialement the African American generation, they need to understand they cannot go like il y a un problème racial injustice, racial tension, they're not gonna go away. In America especially. This is the life. This is the life of the black community in America. And Jhon Lewis, he started là. You can see he got arrested, he got beat up. His life, that's why he said, in a sea of despair, don't get lost in the sea of despair. Be hopeful. And just like the song, we should overcome. We should overcome. And did he overcome? Yes, in part of his life, there was a lot of changes. He could not see, he could not live his life, and then he became a congressman, advocating, passing laws, go to the White House, talking to the people. So this is a lifetime struggle. And the song we should overcome in any kind of trouble, in any kind of situation, you should think about the victory. And do not get despaired. Dans n'importe situation où il y a un désespoir. Aujourd'hui, là, c'est immigrants, haïtiens frères, yo nan on l'armée de désespoir. Il y a pris une série de résolutions contre yo. Vous comprenez? Yo pas de ouais, même les gens qui papier, il pas fini sur. Donc, bataille nous mariée avec bataille communauté africaine américaine. Et ça lui-même est extrêmement important. Et Jhon Lewis, son monde que nous devons suivre, nous devons comprendre et nous devons marrer relation nous, ou bien vie nous, mais qu'il se nous ensemble avec la communauté africaine là. Et Jhon Lewis était un gros advocate, tout le monde qui était campé pour la communauté haïtienne. Donc, nous payons respect, nous songeons mémoire et nous continuons à apprendre de lui-même pour que nous soyons capables d'avancer. Donc, thank you, Jhon Lewis. Never ever be afraid to make some noise and get in good trouble. Necessary trouble. Donc, je dis, puis à nos gens, paix pour nous faire bruit. C'est qu'on bagaille pas bon, on bagaille pas ça, pas jamais paix pour nous faire bruit. Pas jamais paix pour nous parler, pas jamais paix pour nous dénoncer. Faut nous pas paix, faut nous parler. And get into good trouble parce que il y a des bagailles pour faire. Si vous voyez pas tout le monde dehors, si vous avez une injustice, et puis vous même vous êtes capable de la carou, vous ne pouvez pas tomber dans le trouble. Ou connaît pour leur parler, leur besoin de bagaille, c'est dans le trouble. Mais trouble ça, sont good trouble. Nécessaire job. Ou obligé de faire le travail qui est nécessaire pour capable sauver la vie. Pour capable sauver la vie de l'autre monde. Même là où même pour nous sommes victimes, mais la trouble pour son trouble nécessaire pour sauver la vie de l'autre monde. Ça est extrêmement important. Now, another congressman who was a great friend of Haiti. So, Congressman Donald Ben, c'est un bon ami haïtien, un collaborateur, un supporter. Mais bref, là, moi, je connais, c'est un bon ami, communauté et haïtienne. Today we are paying our respect to the late Congressman Donald Payne Jr. He was a great friend of Haiti. He was my friend. We used to speak on the same show. All politics are local. And I want to send a big shout out to all my friends in politics. All politics are local. They are doing a great job, an amazing job. This is a hip hop political radio show live on Facebook, YouTube. So check it out, guys. And again, thank you, Congressman Donald Payne, for your service to the US and for your friendship, your dad friendship and your friendship to the Asian community. And again, young men and young women, you need to learn, do your research about Congressman Donald Payne. Those people, when they die, they will never go away because what they did, they took part in making uh, our life better because now people don't have healthcare, they do not have a lot of social support. So Congressman Donald Payne, you see, United in Blue prioritize colorectal cancer. This is a guy that was fighting for people to get help when they are sick. And now they are taking healthcare, they are making a lot of cuts. So this is the man that you should follow and understand and keep on doing exactly what he used to do, fight for the people. Jimmy Carter. This guy, if Haiti has any sense or intellectual power, they should have, especially the people, the generation of 1986, they should recognize this man at a, a higher level into the Asian society. Not only name building, name a road uh, on his name, but give him some recognition because he did a lot for the Asian people, especially back when he first became president. He helped a lot of Asian to get out of jail. He saved a lot of Haitian life. And since we know all people, they are not good at being, uh, they're not gonna do that. Probably they're gonna keep it or they eat this, eat it that. So this is one of the critique I for my people. They should be more considerate, especially to this man. Even though after he passed away, they should take a time to analyze and to let other people, how many men and women President Carter saved in Haiti. And he was a good president. He was a man of God. This is the highest level of American. You never, or probably, yes, I'm gonna say, you're never gonna find a fine man or a man that is at this guy level. He was a fine man, very fine, very respectful, a man of God, a good citizen of the world, and a lot of people did not understand him. Unfortunately for them, now look what kind of level of people they everyone. Anyway, and it's only in this country, but especially in Iran, especially all around the world and in Haiti. So they should have say something or do more to pay respect to President Carter. Again, thank you, President Carter, for all you did, especially for human rights, especially in Haiti. All right, for my ladies, for my boss ladies, okay? Now, Shirley Chisholm, she said on boss and on board. A lot of people, they got the boss, especially in politics in America. So they black people or people or foreign people, they always have some boss over their head that gonna tell them, oh, what you do, we're gonna put you as a face and you're gonna do this and you're gonna do that. She came out and then she said, uh, I'm going to Washington and I'm running for president. And guess what? I am on boss and on board. Nobody, nobody's like just like JC said. I think I heard a song where there's a recording and then JC said, nobody bought me down. So she's the example for the ladies. She fought and she had the courage to run for president in a time where black people just got their civil rights and some of them did not even believe in politics or if they had that much power. So the Democratic National Convention, 1972, 1972, and she's still a great example for, especially for the ladies. Now, Wilson Daisy. Wilson Daisy is an Asian. He was like a superstar. He was one of the most recognizable men or Asian men in America, especially in New York. So Wilson Daisy n'a pas pour que nous payions respect nous à Wilson Daisy pour servir citoyen communautaire, pour batailler des batailles pour droit monde et pour batailler des batailles contre le système dictateur et pour tout ça qu'il a fait dans New York et il était jusqu'à présent exemple ou bien leader qui pour chambre et dans l'autre monde qui remplace et en plus nous la bataille pour remplacer le mais on devait le coin nous-mêmes dans le chercher et puis pour que nous garder ça qui est positif ça qui est bon dans la communauté pour que nous capables de rebalancer et avancer avec la communauté ça est extrêmement mais extrêmement important donc nous avons gagné coalition coalition des organisations de la diaspora qui a fait une sorte de devoir de mémoire pour Wilson Désir. Et nous va pas aller sur page Facebook ou bien nous capables de suivre gros conférence qui a fait devoir de mémoire. Si vous avez participé dans devoir de mémoire ou bien vous connaissez un monde qui te connaît Wilson Désir ou bien ou te connaît Wilson Désir ou connaissez bagaille de lui vous voulez partager vous capable toujours faire ça même après conférence là. Si vous avez un mémobilia ou bien ou une vidéo ou un recording de Wilson Désir vous capable toujours et fait nous joindre parce que Institut haïtien qui dans Brooklyn College là, avec Madame Lily Serra, ou bien l'autre monde qui est capable de là, yo, après, par contre, combien de temps ou nous pas regarder vidéo ça. Donc, on est capable toujours partager l'expérience ou ça ou son densité ou ça le fait son qu'on est le lit pour que nous capable de mémoire collective communauté en vie. Nous avons Tunerb Delpe. Là, ça, c'est un haïtien qui lui-même fait travail par là. C'est un monde, malgré toutes sortes de qui dans le pays d'Haïti, Tunerb Delpe sont des qui demandent en conférence nationale. Donc, ils sont rassemblés. Vous êtes capable de dire toute bagaille de Tunerb Delpe ou de politiciens haïtiens. Mais Tunerb Delpe lui-même, il marque dans il dit, il pas même avec tout l'autre politicien parce qu'il m'a donné conférence nationale pour tout le monde chita ensemble. Et tout autant nous va passer par conférence nationale, ça, nous va parler aucun côté. Et ceci, par un haïtien, un politicien haïtien qui vivant, qui a dit que nous pas besoin de conférence nationale en 2025. Qui était CPHTK, la Banas, et Petit de Saline, qui fait une chasse en Haïti, nous tout a dit oui, nous besoin de conférence nationale pour vider contentieux nous et pour nous démarrer ensemble avec le pays. Donc, tout bon haïtien a reconnaître que Tunerb Delpe, c'est un monde qui lui-même les fait travail par là à niveau qu'il était supposé faire là. Les participer, c'est un militant des batailles contre dictature, vous comprenez? C'est un monde et qui a une sagesse qui vraiment est différent de tout politicien, vous comprenez? C'est pas un qui n'a mauvais affaire. Et même les positions politiques, les changées, toujours changé. Bon, question de pouvoir ou bien question de problème qui était dans le pays. Il y a des gens qui te dit bon, t'es dans tel camp, t'es dans tel camp, mais à l'unanimité, tout haïtien. Tout ça veut dire, il faut que nous passions par les questions conférence nationale. Donc, merci Tunerb Delpe, qui te bataille, un gros leader dans mon pod, un gros leader dans le pays, et qui te toujours demandé conférence nationale. Donc, il faut que nous songions Tunerb Delpe. Ok, là, nous tombons dans l'année ancien. Et nous pas jamais suspend célébrer. So we never gonna stop talking about Alexis De Tocqueville. He's a French guy. He was a writer, but he came to America to understand, to see what the Americans were talking about. They were talking about democracy, and then he said, let me see what they talk about democracy and what it is. And he did. So this guy wrote a wonderful and amazing book. The name of the book, the title of the book, Democracy in America. This is a book read all over the world, translate in different languages. And if you are talking about public service, if you are intellectual, if you are let me go at the lowest level into the society. Even a guy who just want to come to the library or just minding your own business, but let me put it that way. If you are aware of the news, if you ever listen to the news and you had a little time to do some research and you wanna know that level, just a guy who just take this kid to the library and then he don't mind nobody else business. You need to read Democracy in America to understand what is going on and to understand the beginning or what is democracy in America. When people are talking about elected official, we're talking about board meeting or some person they just wanna want for board of education into a district or something as that level. Talking about your councilman, councilwoman, or you go to the council meeting, you need to read Democracy in America. So from the bottom to the top, there is no way a guy will say, so I never read Democracy in America. So this is a very good book. I will I read this book like probably 2 or 3 times, and I will never stop reading this great book. So Alexis De Tocqueville say on écrit un gros livre sur les démocraties aux États-Unis. Donc, monsieur est venu aux États-Unis là, et depuis les pays fait, pas songer exactement année, mais c'est l'année 1780 comme ça. Ok? Et regardez, 1800, l'année 1800, 1850, so dans time period ça, que il écrivent là, et son livre qui se marche dans tout le pays, hein. Ça qui est important, ils font travail de workfield. He went all over America and then he took notes and then he understand exactly what is going on. Back then, things was very rough, okay, but he did a very great job, and this book is il livre ça son livre qui est vraiment un livre de référence. On parler de démocratie sur toute la terre, et spécialement aux États-Unis. Livre ça faut lire pour qu'on soit capable de comprendre et regarder. Encore, c'est nous qui faire une recherche par nous. Donc, c'est la fausse synthèse ou résumé de livre. Okay, this is the guys that are responsible for what we call democracy. Okay, this is very important. This is the roots of everything where democracy came from. Democracy developed because of three Athenian rulers: Solon, Cleisthenes, and Pericles. Solon, Cleisthenes, and Pericles. Solon, Cleisthenes, and Pericles. When you are talking about democracy, you don't need to know nothing else, but you need to know three guys came with this idea. Only two guys. Not the US, not French, no. Three guys are responsible for democracy, for the birth of democracy. They developed this thing. They were sitting and they part at different level. They did not came and we're gonna play this thing. No, they did not do it like that. They allowed citizens to vote and then develop into a direct democracy. Okay, now we need to be clear about something. There is two kind of democracy: direct democracy, indirect democracy. That means directly, it's when you go and then you go to the meeting and then you say, I want this, I want that, I want for this, I want to put this guy, period. Indirect democracy, it's like you vote for somebody that's gonna represent you. Or, however, not everyone was considered a citizen. That's the big, that's the big but. It's like they allow citizens to vote and attend develop into a direct democracy, but or however, not everyone was considered a citizen. Just like here, there's a lot of people they call foreign people, they living all their life, and then since they're not a citizen, they can vote. Okay, so now back then there was a citizen and slaves. That very important. So now you can see all those three leaders they go to some field called SINAC. You need to do your research, okay? Do your research, but you're gonna find out. So people gonna just come around and then they have a big room, and then this is where everybody were meeting, the leaders, the political influencers, and then they had a meeting. They talk about the situation. They said we're gonna go to war. And then they say, so who's gonna be the general? And I say, this guy. No, I said, the other guy. They say, oh, let's find out who is the better warrior. They find out the better warrior, and then they say, how many men do we need? I say, oh, we're gonna need that kind of man. How many ammunition we're gonna get? What the budget? They find that out. They say, we vote, we do that. We do. So that was the birthplace. That when they talk about the birthplace of democracy, Athens is the birthplace of democracy, and those three guys, Solon, Cleisthenes, and Pericles, they develop, they did develop democracy. Direct. Back then it was a direct democracy, not a representative democracy. Now we and it's for your own research. Okay, timeline Athenian democracy. Okay, father of democracy, Solon, and then they say improvement on Solon constitution. That's been Solon came with it. Cleisthenes improve the term democracy Parisian. It's kind of small. Then uh, okay, so I think you're gonna do some check because the size of the letter are very small. So as you can see, I'm using PowerPoint to record this video. I cannot move this part where I'm speaking, so different kind of platform, they have different kind of ways. Anyway, the point is we want to pay respect. We want to remember the people that took part that are responsible to improve. You see the word over there? Improve our system, improve democracy. Now look, you see, improve. Solon came with the word. Solon came with the word. Solon, this is Solon over there. He came with the word. All right. Solon came with the word democracy, and Cleisthenes improve it. And from that, a lot of people improve democracy, improve it. A lot of different people, like Alexis De Tocqueville, different of people, they improve democracy. Now we can say that we have an improve. Is it better? I don't know. So let me stick with that kind of light. I think it's better. Anyway, so the main point is we want to uh, remember, take time to pay all respect for people, all those leaders from different background, different ages. Now we're talking 594 BC before Christ, a long time ago, and then it was all the way back in Europe, in Greece, in Athens. So thank you to these guys. They long gone, but this is what happened when you do amazing thing into this world, into the humanity, when you improve or when you come with great ideas where you want to make people's life better, when you are thinking about people, when you are serving other people. This is what they call public servant, when you are serving the people. Now, Solon will say, I don't care about those people. But since he was a great man, and this is why we are taking time to remember him, Solon, Pericles, and Pericles. Solon, Cleisthenes, and Pericles. So this is those three guys that came and they said, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna come with an idea and we're gonna improve it. We're gonna keep improve democracy. This is why it is important for us civil leaders right now to say this word. We are not going back, because do you know the political climate that were going before democracy? It was plutocracy, democracy. Guess what? It's only the people. Now they're talking about technocracy. Only the people in tech, where they want people in tech to rule the world or to run the country. No, we want the people, the common citizen. Just like the US Constitution, they said every man. Now they said, so if you're not a citizen, this that. But what is essential, we all need to be part of the society, since we all paying our taxes. Back then, tax was very important in Athens also. Okay, so those two guys, Solon, Cleisthenes, and Pericles. Solon, Cleisthenes, and Pericles. Thanks to those guys. And now people say, oh, those guys long gone. But guess what? If they call someone Solon, that came with a meaning. If they call someone, they're not gonna call anybody Hitler. They're not gonna call anybody Mussolini. But when they call you Cleisthenes, that's come with a meaning. When they call you Pericles, some parents they just name their kids any name, but the name carry a weight, the name carry a story. That's very important. Again, thank you for watching. Thank you for watching, and thank you for the people that the list of the people we just talk about, and you have to do more research to know about them. Then I want to be very thankful to you and to the people that made this story. And again, so journée démocratie, this is in Creole, journée de la démocratie in French, démocratie day in English, and dia de la démocratie. And again, I apologize for where exactly they let the screen, my screen, to show. So thank you so much. Eh, and this is Tech Talk Democrat, and this is me back in Haiti. Thank you, everybody, and I hope you did learn something from this video. If you learned something from this video, share it with other people, and again, do your research. But the main thing is you need to be considerate to other people, to be a force of good, not a force of discourse or evil or doing bad things. So again, thank you. Be someone that in 10,000 years, 20,000 years, they're gonna remember you. Motion sensor, motion sensor. The movie has a motion sensor system. So again, you see, so just like somebody came with fire, Thomas Edison came with electricity or the light bulb, and the other guy just made the motion sensor, and everybody is happy. You see the improvement. What is the most important? First, we need to say thank you for the person, for all those great leaders through the ages, through history that came up with something very important. And we need to improve, what they did for the betterment of humanity. Thank you. Once again, my name is Jhon Lewis. I'm the founder of Democracy, of Tech Talk Democrat, and we are celebrating democracy from September 15, International Day of Democracy, to September 21st, International Day of Peace. Thank you so much. Please follow me on Facebook, YouTube. I'm on TikTok and LinkedIn, all of the platform, but I'm mainly on Facebook, YouTube, and also WhatsApp. Thank you so much.